Well, let's take a look at the GardenCAD drawing environment. We won't go too deeply into this, but just look at it in general terms. Clearly the bit that you are interested in is the layout of your design, and that's the bit that we're looking at here in the middle of the screen. The black area represents the drawing area, or the drawing editor as some people call it. At the top of the screen is the file name, the one you are working on. This one happens to be First Garden. Then there are a series of drop down menu items or menus with items on them under that. Then there is a toolbar which shows you the layer that one is drawing on and the colour that one is drawing with, and line type and line thickness and so on. Under the drawing area proper is what's called the command area, and you'll see the word command and the colon there. It's usually a 3 or a 4 line area, but it can be changed in size, and the position of the crosshairs is indicated by that pair of numbers. That's an X and a Y coordinate. As you move the cursor around, those numbers change. So that's the quick look at the interface. What you should be perhaps most interested in is how do you actually work with it. Well, perhaps the first thing to try is to zoom in and out. You can roll, if you've got a mouse with a wheel, you can roll the inner wheel of the mouse, or the wheel of the mouse, in and out, away from you and towards you, and that will zoom you in and out. You can pan your drawing if you happen to be zoomed right in on this sort of planting area here and you want to see something that's just off the screen. Hold the wheel down and drag to one side. If there is no object selected, as there isn't at the moment, and you right click, you've got a whole series of commands that are operational at that point. You can set various options for drafting, how things are selected and so on. By right clicking you can pick drafting aids. You can turn on what's called object snap, or polar tracking can be turned on or off. Object snap can be set with various different options, all of that driven by an right mouse click. So let's OK that. So I'll right click again, and can you see you can zoom extent, see the whole drawing. Right click again, zoom a window, which means put a little box around an area and everything inside that area is magnified. One can, what else there? I won't worry about the magnifier at the moment. The properties, you can actually change, say, the colour of an entity that is selected by going to properties. That's enough of that option, which pops up when you right click when nothing is selected. But if I select this plant system, sorry, that one's not the one I want, it's this one over here, I've selected one item. When you right click now, you can copy that, so I can pick it and nominate a point there and then put multiple copies down. I can right click that one there and I can rotate it, so I can spin it around like I'm doing now. I can scale it. I've got to select it first, and I can scale it and click and do that sort of thing. Can you see that that wasn't a terribly big scale? Let's do that again. I'll scale, click in the middle and drag and make it a nice big one, just to show you what we can do with it. So it's very, well, we try to make it very intuitive, and it's very dependent on what is selected. If nothing's selected, you get one set of options. If an item is selected, you get another, and the items that pop up are related to the item that you selected. So if you pick text for the sake of argument, you'll get a different set of options. I think that's enough for you to experiment with when you pick up a drawing, one of our sample drawings in the GardenCAD environment.